very good evening from Look North. Politicians from both main parties in West Yorkshire say the Chancellor should make changes to the government's controversial new welfare benefit in the budget. Universal Credit is replacing 6 other benefits with a single monthly payment. But councillors in Leeds say the system won't be able to cope when tens of thousands of people are moved onto it next year. Here's our political reporter, Richard Edwards.
Joseph Igos from Bradford and is busy looking for a job. But he says problems with Universal Credit mean he could soon be looking for a new home too.
The worst mistake was going on Universal Credit. Yes, I get my living allowance as they promised me, but the rent side I'm still in the unknown about.
Tens of thousands of people here in Leeds are due to be moved to Universal Credit next June. The city's ruling Labour group has called for that plan to be put on hold, and it's released these figures. It says that more than 1,000 people were sanctioned in the first year. 77 of those sanctions saw people's benefits stop for 3 months. Next June, 50,000 people who receive housing benefit and 55,000 people on tax credits are due to be moved across to Universal Credit.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
It's an issue that dominated this week's Prime Minister's questions.
Will the Prime Minister step in, show some common sense and transfer legacy identification from legacy benefits over to Universal Credit? So these unnecessary delays don't give my constituents more pain and suffering.
Yeah. This all adds to the pressure on the Chancellor, Philip Hammond, who'll deliver the budget this week to announce some changes to the Universal Credit plans. And as I heard this week, the pressure's not just coming from Labour.
I'd like to see the 6-week waiting time brought down to 4. Everybody who's got a mortgage, everybody who gets paid on a monthly basis, we'd find it very difficult to budget for a 6-week period. So why are people who are on lower amounts going to find it easy?
Big towns and cities across our region like Grimsby, Scarborough and Bradford are due to make the change to Universal Credit by next March. Here in Leeds, the City Council's warning that if change isn't made, the way it supports people on benefits could come close to collapse.
Richard Edwards with that report. Now on to sport now, and Leeds United were hoping to end a dismal run of form in the Championship this afternoon. Middlesbrough were the visitors, with a crowd of more than 30,000 down at Ellen Road. Steve Sheard has the details.
Still smiling, but it's been a wretched autumn for Leeds fans so far. 6 defeats in 7. But before today's visit of Middlesbrough, they were still backing boss Thomas Christensen.
I think some of the players have underperformed a little bit in the last few weeks. I'm confident Christensen can turn them round.
I'd say I get rid of him, but he's had, half a season here? Not even that. You know, it's no good, is it? You need to give managers time, I think.
Hell hath no fury like supporters scorned.
No such generosity for Borough boss Gary Monk. As he returned to the club, he left in May. And after escaping an early penalty appeal, Leeds went on to dominate the first half. Neat work by Aliowski, and Pablo Hernandez raced in to give them the lead. You could sense the relief at Ellen Road. The goalscorer then returned the favour, with Aliowski on target to double the lead in the second half. Hayling's rugby tackle and Borough's penalty gave Leeds a nervous end to the afternoon. Christensen's response, though, to the final whistle showed what it meant to him.
The players did all that they had to do in this game. We knew that we faced one of the best teams in this league, a team who wants to promote straight, and we were able to play better than them and deserve these 3 points.
So, celebrations at Ellen Road, but they can't relax for long. Next up, a trip to the league leaders. Steve Sheard, BBC Look North.
Meanwhile, England have gone through to the semi-finals of the Rugby League World Cup, helped largely, I have to say, by the efforts of 3 Yorkshire players. They beat Papua New Guinea by 36 points to 6 in Melbourne. Huddersfield Giants Jermaine McGilvery and Leeds Rhinos Callum Watkins, they claimed 2 tries apiece, with Leeds Ryan Hall also getting on the score sheet, and they're due to play Tonga next week. Now, I think you'll agree, a cracking day today weather-wise. Perfect bright winter's day and perfect for all you snappers out there who love sending in your pics to us. Tonight's picture is of the lovely tourist trap in West Yorkshire, the Cow and Calf Rocks in Ilkley. It was sent in to us by William Bain. Do keep those coming in, weather watchers, but now we all want to know what the new week is looking like. Owain has the details.
Hello, hello. Well, if you enjoyed the sunshine over the weekend, it looked a bit like this, doesn't it? I'm afraid I have some bad news because it's going to get cloudier over the next few days across Yorkshire and North Derbyshire. OK, a band of rain moves in from the west tonight, and you know we are going to see some heavier bursts within this as well, especially on the Pennines, maybe the North York Moors as well. Blustery southerly winds with lows of 4 or 5 Celsius. Now, tomorrow is going to feel very different compared to the weekend. Cloudier, further spells of rain. Eventually, this band of rain just kind of shimmies to the south, and behind it, it'll be a mixture of showers and a few brighter spells. But what a temperature contrast. Look at this. Tomorrow, we'll be looking at highs of around 12 or 13 Celsius. Low pressure remains nearby over the next few days, so wet and windy at times. Temperatures rising a bit, though, from the cold weather over the weekend to milder conditions.
That's all got time for now. Back with your late news at 10:20. Join us then. Bye-bye.